Take 3. Good morning. It's Halloween. It froze really hard last night. It was the first time that I had to use the glow plugs on the new dump truck. We're headed out to do a simple job, and then tonight I gotta take my son trick-or-treating. I'm gonna go as I am dressed now, as an overweight working class dad. I think that it'll be a good time. We're gonna head up to Morrisville, get some recycled asphalt, meet Brian over at the job. He should be over there cutting some pavement so we can scrape that out and fix this little parking lot, and then we'll be done for the day. So let's head out. Alright, so this is the job that we're on. We're out here in St. Albans today. Brian made a saw cut along the edge of this beautiful pavement. We're gonna dig out everything that's in front of this garbage area and replace it with crushed asphalt. One load should do it. Just waiting for the skid steer to warm up a little bit. Got 14 yards of recycled asphalt on board. I went about an hour away to get it because they charge half the price of the local place. So you drive 2 hours round trip and save $1,000. It's worth it. So we're gonna fill in all along here, right along through to the back end of the parking lot. Wrapped up. Good a job as we could do. Filled in some of the imperfections where the pavement and the new material come together. But nice clean job. Rolled it twice. I think they'll be happy with it. I'm going to recommend them rip all this out next year. Do it all with recycled asphalt. Morning. It is November 1st, the next day. 24 degrees out. Heavy frost last night. We're headed over the notch to Waterbury. We're going to do another recycled asphalt driveway. I'm going to head to Morrisville, grab a load. Brian's going up and over the notch, which is half the time. And we'll get started over there. Should be pretty straightforward. But I got the spreader put on the 4500 flatbed last night and strapped it down just to see how it looked. Everything fits perfectly. The D-rings I welded on are working out. So next thing I'll be getting it wired up, getting the plow stuff put on that truck. And unfortunately winter's coming. It's not here yet, but it's starting to remind us that it is coming. So anyways, I'll see you when we get over there. I think we've found the limits of the old X15 Cummins 565 horse. Going up this steep mountain. It's third gear, second gear. Material on. Towing the skid steer, Harley rake, roller, bucket. job here in Waterbury. It's been 3 years since I've been allowed to work over here in Waterbury and Stowe because of a non-compete I had with my former employer. The last 3 years I've given them a lot of work from sales calls that have come my way. I still enjoy working with them and buying material from them, so I never came over here and dabbled. But now that that 3-year agreement is up, today's November 1st, here we are. So this is the perfect driveway. We're doing recycled asphalt. We're expanding the driveway. We got to go in and scrape a bunch of stuff out. There's no overhead lines, minus that overhang on the right. It's the only thing I have to worry about height-wise. So it's probably going to take 3 loads and take us most of the day, but it's really going to be a good project. So the first thing we got to do is scrape out everything that we painted this morning. So we've got like a outline for this turnaround. The customers and I did some playing around with paint here. We were thinking about going, you know, to the corner of the garage and around, but now they decided to sweep and go out along the side of the garage. So we're going to get rid of all this grass. Too carried away. They don't want to spend a ton of money, and they're not driving over there with anything more than their lawn tractor and maybe a van once in a great while. So I'm not concerned with fabric. It looks like there's a lot of gravel under this grass anyway, so I think we might not really be reinventing the wheel. But it was 24 when I got to the shop this morning. Now we're over here, about 300 feet higher than the shop on the other side of the mountain. And it's about 24, 23. So pretty cool. But winter's coming, unfortunately. Kind of got cheated out of a summer. But it's alright. Next year, I'm hoping it's an absolute drought. I'd rather have to truck water to my house because my well went dry than deal with what we did this year. I'm glad this is peeling up. So yeah, yesterday's job went pretty much as I planned. I talked to the customer late last night. Very pleased with the results, so I was relieved by that. These folks here seem like they're going to be quite easy to please. Sometimes you get a uneasy feeling from customers. I've been in it 20-some years now, and I still only recognize it part of the time where I should have just walked away. But these guys are not that way, so I'm very glad for that. We're going to put the crushed material right over that old asphalt. Going to raise it up, pitch it away from the garage a little bit anyway. those ladder racks. I was thinking about taking them off, and I didn't want to get the screw gun out because I'm lazy. So I'll probably be buying some ladder racks for the guy later. Anytime I want to just scoot around, it wants to regen. Load number 2. Alrighty. Just spread the first load the rest of the way. Second load is here. I'm going to grind up this stretch here and fill in some of the potholes, loosen it up a little bit, and then I'm going to tailgate the second load in, see how it goes. It's warmed up to 30 degrees. That's pretty cool. Nice and slow, 2 or 3 passes. Done, but I talked the customer into another load of material. I liked how it was turning out, but I really wanted to crown up the stretch going to the parking area more, so I told him it would be worth it. Plus we came in a little bit under budget from what we had originally planned, so it wasn't a shock to the budget. Well, that's a wrap on that one. It is about 5:15. Just finished rolling it a couple of times. Go down here, grab this other camera. Came out very, very nicely. Told him to start driving on it. Something's going on with my roller. It's not vibrating like it should. It feels very weak. So I'm hoping something just vibrated loose or something, but I don't know. Get it in the shop, see. But yeah, man, came out very, very nicely. And I'm gonna get hooked up and find everything down. I got one of these torque jacks to make the trailer jack stand drill powered, and I am not really digging it. This morning, it wasn't its fault, but the grease and everything was so cold that my drill really started smoking, and it smelled very, very bad. I don't think that's good for it.